Indie Music Live. This is episode 85. As always, my name is JoeJoeKeys. I'm just a couple pounds lighter, so I'm sitting here with Mr. Dave the Angel, Werba. Looks like you're in heaven, Dave.
Reporting from heaven. Thank you.
Reporting from heaven. We all know that's not true.
No, I'm on cloud nine now because
Cloud
we got
nine.
some. Yeah, let's see how bad. See how bad our jokes could be tonight.
So everybody that's here, Christina Baldwin, Vega, I saw Fletch Towels around. Share this video out if you don't mind. Let's get some of your friends and some of our friends in here. So tonight we have a special guest. This lady, fine young lady from Chicago, was our very first featured artist as Indie Music Plus, I believe, or one of the very first. She was the first one in 2016. And I'd like to welcome Ridley Victoria to the show. She's going to be hanging out with us all night long and talking about music news and all that stuff. What's up, Ridley?
Yay, thanks for having me, you guys.
Yeah, definitely. You look a little different than last time. What's up with your hair?
Yeah, my hair is gone. Can't really.
I know, I love it.
Can't really see the transformation right now because it's kind of, like have my hair mask on. I call it my hair mask.
Yeah.
But yeah, my hair is gone. There's no hair.
Yeah, I just recently got back on Snapchat, and I think that's one of the first things I saw was something about your hair and how you went natural. And it was like, oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
so,
I literally live feeded the whole haircut.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Nice.
I like it. I think it's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, Joe, you forgot to mention Nerf basketball legend Ridley Victoria.
Yeah, I did. Well, that's your thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
What are you drinking, Dave?
Pinot Noir. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
It's a man's man drink.
I'm gonna say you're back to the ladies' drinks tonight, huh?
No, it's a very manly drink.
I think Arrogant Bastard is a very manly.
That's true.
I was hoping that's what it was, but it's hard to tell because it's just as dark. So other people walking in, Joanne Wilson, Calamari, Bobby Stamps. Hey. So
Hey.
Everybody share this out. We're getting ready to listen to our first tune of the night. Why don't we just go ahead and jump right into that? Like I said, Ridley's hanging out with us tonight. We got some music news coming up and a whole bunch of music. A little bit of Deeper with Dave also, if you like that segment.
Everyone likes it.
First up, I believe this girl's from overseas somewhere. I'm guessing England, not really sure. I should probably know more about her, but her name is Chloe Grant. She doesn't have a whole lot of music out. This is a song, Little Fishmen, on Indie Music Live.
Sits by a shelter above the water, waiting for the fish to come in order, Time passes, ages go by. The sun comes up and down, but he doesn't know why. The fish just die, and he will cry tears, 'cause his fears, they will flourish with no fears. As it all comes to an end, and the fish turn into men, the cycle repeats itself, and he will cry tears, 'cause his fears, they will flourish with no fears. He says, swim, 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 little fish, darling, there's no time to miss. Oh, the sea, it still waits for your kiss. He sits by a shelter above the water, waiting
Indie Music Live, episode 85. I wish I could do that episode every week because it's really rhymey and makes me sound cool. Anyway, Indie Music Live, episode 85. Calamari, Fletch Tao, 4 others, and some more are here. Bobby Stamps, Vega, Christina, how you doing? Christina says, I wish the electronic percussion hadn't come in. Yeah, that's kind of what I liked about it. But if I want to say something about the electronic beats, I think that it probably could have been produced a little bit better, if anything. But so let's see. Ladies first. Ridley.
Yeah.
Initial thoughts. You've only heard this song like 1.5 times.
Yeah.
But you said you asked right away who she was or something like that, right?
Yeah, like her voice was really intriguing. I'm hearing like a lot of that style these days, especially from like British artists. I'm just assuming she's British because you said you assumed she was British, so we're just going off of that. Just with the whole like, I don't know how to describe that like tone. Like I wouldn't call it like twang because it's not like country, but like that like weird tone. But I like it though; it's cool. But I agree with you. I feel like the all around quality could have just been better. It sounded like she kind of used like a makeshift recording setup wherever she was. But exactly. I like the premise of it. I mean, definitely has potential.
A lot of feeling in it, and that I think the thing that you're talking about, the twang, is like that little extra vibrato at the end, but it's almost like an English thing. You know what I mean? And a young girl English thing, because there's another girl, Lisme Hayes. She that we've had on the show, who's from England. She's like 15 or 16. Kind of has that similar sound. So
yeah.
So Dave, you said you had a thought you were going to save for now.
Yeah, let's break it down a little more, guys. All right, let's get into the guts. Yeah, the production, it was a little rough. Sounded like, one of the, I don't know, early recordings in her career. What jumped out to me was like the reverb. Like you listen to the reverb, it doesn't sound like software. It sounds like she's, in a bathroom or a basement type of reverb. And that just kind of sounds, that's what presents like a lower quality mix, that type of sound. I don't think she used a pop protector. There was a couple like when she spoke, just stuff like that. It's, just some tweaks in the engineering that I think were overlooked. But
do the pop again. I thought that was great.
But underneath all that, like she's a really uncommon talent. I mean, she has like a really cool voice. And I was thinking of Dido when I was listening to it. Just that just like you were saying, Ridley, I don't know what the word is for it. Like, brogue inflection, just a strange, like just a different type of style when she sings. But something I've heard before. It's just the way she talks or the way she sings, and it's very cool. So I think we'll see some big things from her in the future. I think get some better production, get into a better studio next time, and spend a little more time on producing the vocals, like with effects and instrumentation and everything. I think people are going to see something special here. So
cool. So let's move on to...
Oh, one more thing.
What?
That I wanted to say, like...
Good Lord.
No, this is important. Damn it. Is like, in saying the stuff is rough, it's like you listen to this, it's a demo, right? So why do people do demos? It's to show enough talent to move forward. It's just a stepping stone to maybe she brings that into... better producer engineer. It's like, okay, this needs some work, but you have an amazing voice, so let's do something. Like, so there's a purpose to all this stuff. Yeah,
there's just like there's going into a professional studio can make all the difference, and it can like propel you from like, oh, I'm just like an artist trying to do my thing, to like, oh, this is actually something to watch out for. And I think if she took that step, got into like an actual studio, like a professional studio, I think she could make waves.
Absolutely.
With that voice of hers. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So Christina Baldwin says better production pays. I agree. Fletch Tell says got to start somewhere. Speaking of got to start somewhere.
One more thing, Joe.
It's time for some music news. Oh, Dave, you dirty bastard. Always interrupting the music news. Old dirty bastard. That's what I'm going to call you from now on. No, wait. Somebody already has that.
That works. I accept it.
Is there an old dirty bastard junior?
There is now.
That's you. Me, Ridley. All right, so music news. We have a couple of stories. We've been covering the SoundCloud thing. We're going to talk about that in a second. But first, this is sort of Taylor Swift. I don't listen to her music very much. I mean, I know she's very talented and very good at what she does. It's just not my thing that I normally go to. But I thought this is kind of a cool story. And it kind of goes in line with what she was doing with the whole Tumblr Spotify thing a while back, when she kind of just fingers them in a nice way. You know what I mean?
Great. Yeah, great use of words.
So welcome Donna Rigby and Kathy Westveer. How you doing? And share this out, get all your friends in here, because we're talking. Yeah, so Christina Baldwin says $1 in there, and that's exactly what's so cool about this story is she's accusing a DJ who makes $100,000 a year or so. And I saw this on Young Turks the other day. This is what made me interested in this story. This DJ, I think in LA or something, who used to make like $100,000 a year. He's a real popular DJ on the radio, I think. They were at this photo shoot. Apparently the guy grabbed her ass during the photo shoot. Like, not just grabbed her ass, but like went underneath her dress and grabbed her like bare butt, according to some reports. So,
whoa. And
yeah, so she decided to sue him, but only for $1 just to make a point. So, and the story I found was just a little bit about what happened, and I think she won the whole thing, but it's been a couple of years coming. So I just thought, she's a lady of principle. I think that's one of the things that I like about her the most. And not even really her music, but just this whole thing with Tumblr and Spotify. She wrote the Tumblr thing, and then she sues this guy for $1 to just ruin his life for touching her butt. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, I mean, the industry's been fingered for years. It's but no, like grabbing rear ends.
I like Rout's face when I said that. He's like,
I mean, I've had a lot of problem with people grabbing my ass here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Mostly old ladies, and there's been several lawsuits. 10 years of lawsuits from old ladies. No, this is, I mean, the only thing I'll add to what you said, Joe, I mean, I echo a lot of what you said, is that it's like, yeah, and then the lawsuit's for $1. Yeah, after she paid her lawyers like $500,000, and
that's
the DJ had like 10 grand to work with. But yeah, I mean, if he, I assume he did it. I'm not like questioning whether that happened. So yeah, good for her making that extra statement.
He defended himself by saying that he like just jumped into the picture at the last second or something.
Yeah.
And it's like you're obviously like, if I saw the picture, like he's obviously like posed, like he was meaning to be there in the picture. So it's kind of like, guy, like you're caught, like you can't really get out of this.
One of the things that I saw in that story too, it's funny you mentioned that, Ridley, is that, what was it? It says they said some of the prosecutors said that it looked like she was smiling in the picture. Why would she be smiling if some guy was touching her butt? Like, well, maybe it happened really fast. I don't know. So cool. So next story. This is big if you use SoundCloud. So SoundCloud, we've been talking about this past couple of weeks, and if you like SoundCloud, you love it. If you don't like it, you don't really know about it. But a lot of people use it for all kinds of different reasons. We actually use it to host our podcast version of this show. Like if you're listening on iTunes or SoundCloud, we use that RSS feed. So when we put out the show, it goes out. So what's up, Paul Major? And so this is a big deal for us because we actually pay SoundCloud to use that service. So I want them to stay around because we've been using them for 85 episodes now. So they were actually saved this week by a huge financing deal, which we talked about briefly last week. What was the term we used? Venture companies? No, that's not it. What was it, Dave?
Not sure, but I mean, we've been fingering SoundCloud for months because we've been bringing them up in the show because what appears to be like this, consistent collapse of the brand. So this is interesting to see, this news come out, but I'm definitely curious, like, about the companies that funded it and what's behind it. Like, I think last time we talked about this, I thought it was just like some type of data mining situation. And the guys that are taking the chief roles are from Vimeo, which were not one of the companies that funded it. So I'm just curious, like, the full story here. Like, what's the plan? You're like,
I heard that Chance the Rapper had something to do with it. Is that true?
I don't know about that.
Because he like tweeted something and was like, I talked to the owner of SoundCloud, all is well. And then everybody was like...
He's the default name that's always like part of the back end deal.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, I think Chance is behind that thing too.
Kind of what I heard, and this is just, I don't know if this is, you don't quote me on this, but I heard that one of the companies that came in to save the day, they're the ones that wanted to oust the old CEO and bring in these new guys. And I think they're related to them somehow in business. I don't think Vimeo, like you said, Dave, didn't necessarily invest in the company, but somehow these guys ended up in the driver's seat. So,
well, the CEO that just stepped down is one of the founders, and he's just taken a different role. So yeah, it's always interesting because I don't think we'll ever hear the real story of like the whole, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the way that it's getting kind of restructured and everything. But yeah, we'll see, I guess.
Cool. So everybody that's hanging out with us, thanks so much for being here. The show's been going on for a while. We're sitting here with Ridley Victoria out of Chicago. She's an amazing singer, R&B artist. Well, I guess not really. You wouldn't really call yourself an R&B artist, would you? Because you just
no, not at all.
Song. I just saw that today. So excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. But
no, you're fine.
But whatever you do, you're really good at it. You're a poet. You're a lyricist. You're a singer. You make awesome music. You put out music like crazy. You sound like you use SoundCloud like crazy as well. That's one of the main places I think you release your music. But so Ridley, you were our very first featured artist in January of 2016. That's right. I said 2016. So that was going on 2 years ago. And we were on a completely different platform. And we were talking about before the show that we've all grown, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Grown, and you've grown. You've cut your hair, but you've grown. You've put out a lot of music, and you've perfected your craft over the past couple of years. And I think you're signed now.
It was like on the table. I turned it down.
Okay. Girl.
Yeah. It wasn't like a 360 deal or anything. It was mostly distribution. That's the best way to describe it. But I turned it down because I just kind of smelled fish.
Cool. So we're gonna listen to your new. I don't know if is this your new song or is this just a song that we talked about doing when we set up the show? The Lose Control.
Lose Control is relatively new, still pretty brand new. It dropped with the album. It's on my album that dropped June 23rd. So yeah, it's pretty new.
So give us just a little like 30-second intro to Lose Control, and then we're gonna check it out.
So Lose Control is the last song on the album, which is titled P.O.P. Pretty on Purpose. And it's pretty much to just wrap up the whole, it's a love story. The album is a love story, beginning, middle, and end. And it just kind of like represents new beginnings into a new relationship.
Cool. So everybody's hanging out. Share this video out. This is Lose Control by Ridley Victoria on Indie Music Live.
Oh, yeah.
Put your hands right there. You ain't going nowhere. I like the way you talk. Love the way you work. It's hard for me to feel, but what I feel for you is real. We can take it upstairs. My bed is up there. Being real naughty, but I don't care. Rock the boat all night. Boy, it feels too right. I feel it in my bones. Losing all control. You know just where to touch. I think I'm about to blush. We can take it upstairs. My bed is up there. Being real frisky, but I don't care. Hey, won't you stay? Don't play.
Wetter than hood hydras in summer months. Deep diving, I'll advise you bring your swimming trunks. Indeed, you'll meet Caesar, envy me. Let's play a game of SCX, I'll be the MVP. Is your horseman Trojan? Is your head game golden? Is your shit so bomb that it caused an explosion? Will I lose all control of my emotions? You watch so you know that I'm all hustle and flow. I slide to your crib with no clothes under the robe. Get to the door, we kissing, hitting the flow. I picked you cause I knew you end up licking my soul. I'm thicker than a Snicker with these bars from Mars. But if your shit get any stiffer, it might cause much harm. Above all, I go hard, like going home ain't on the option list. This is an offer you cannot resist.
And now, it's time for Deeper with Dave.
Deeper with Dave. Deeper with Dave. Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by...
Hey, Ridley.
Hey.
You got to tweak the lyrics. That's the first thing. In the game of SEX, I'm the MVP, right? So, yeah, we can talk to me, Shelly, afterwards. But, all right, rapid fire.
All right.
You ready for some rapid fire? Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna
so
go with,
ready.
Beyonce or Alicia Keys?
Beyonce.
En Vogue or TLC?
TLC.
Lisa Left Eye Lopes or Michelle?
Which one? The famous Michelle or the almost famous Michelle on my song?
The second one.
Michelle.
Oh man, yeah. You gotta go with that. Cool.
Gotta pick the homie.
Yeah, this is like Joe was saying earlier. I mean, this is like the Indie Music Plus 2-year documentary. You've been part of this. You're in the beginning, and we've checked in with you once or twice in between, and now you're back. And so yeah, what have you been up to the past like 6 months? Let's start there.
Past 6 months, well, pretty much since this year has started, I've taken my music to hopefully a whole nother level. I hope that it's translating that way to other people and not just me. But I've been doing more just things in general, promotion, interviews, a lot more shows, tons more shows. I get about 6 or 7 shows a month at this point, so that's good. Yeah, I've just been grinding really hard. That's pretty much all I can really say. It's just I've been working my butt off. So.
All right, here's my read on you. I'm going to do this public. I'm going to psychoanalyze.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. All right. I think you are a fountain of expression. I think the tank of your brain is overflowing, and you got a lot to get out there. And one of the reasons I came to that conclusion, I remember Joe reached out to you to do a blog post just about the life of an artist.
Yeah.
I think this is maybe 8 months ago or something. And what was it, Joe? Like an hour later, there's 1,000 words.
More like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
No joke. Like 30 minutes later, there's 1,000 words, like well written about like the artist's word. And I'm like, Jesus, like she's just got, it's just ready. She just needs a platform, and she needs to just kind of fine tune like her sound and what she wants to do. How far off am I? I think I'm close.
Like you're pretty spot on. Yeah.
Okay.
And here we are.
Is it painful?
Is what painful?
Is it painful not being able to just like express every day, all day? And yet, like you said, it's like it's been a grind. Like that can wear you down, like especially as an artist. I mean, it can wear anybody down in their career. You know, just doing like the
all senses.
Yeah, the grunt work of your career, that stuff like really wears you down. And it's like I just feel like, yeah, it'd be
it's definitely taxing. It's a taxing job. I feel like people who, you know, spew out that BS about like, oh, you should have gotten this job or that job or a real job. That's the most common thing that people say. It's like, this is a real job and you'll never have any idea, because it's really freaking hard to be out here trying to get your name out there trying to gain respect from people who don't even know who you are. Like, it's a hard job, and it is taxing in a lot of different. It's grueling physically, emotionally, mentally. Like, it tackles every part of you, and obviously there's tons of pros to being an artist. There's the beauties and the benefits of it as well, but like, it gets really hard. Yeah,
and then sometimes you have to just go walk on stage when you're feeling like that and be happy and excited. So it's it's
a lot of acting goes into it.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Just like I forgot the name of the band, Joe. Like it was the heavy metal band. You know, we were kind of talking about that, where they you look at them on stage and they're just like losing their mind. You know, shaking their head, just like putting everything on. Yeah, just like releasing frustration, and it's you know, I'm sure some people wonder what's behind that, and yeah, part of it is the grind of making it, really. But yeah, Ridley, what's next for you, like for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year, I wanna go on tour next summer. Just speaking that into existence. I want to do like a Midwest tour with some extremity stops, like California and New York, and you know, the big cities. So I'll pretty much be planning that out and just strategizing on steps to keep progressing. I mean, I know that sounds really general, but like,
the last thing I wanted to touch on is what do you feel you're missing? Like, do you think you're missing like a better booking agent or a manager, or like, what do you think is the missing link? You know?
All of the above, because that's what hasn't changed since the last time you guys talked to me. I still do everything by myself, with the exception of my mom being kind of like a remote manager in Indianapolis. But I mean, she's still not like my 100% manager. I still do a lot of things by my lonesome. So yeah, I guess a team would be nice, but
100 people working for you?
Yeah, I'm managing, so you know.
No, so where can people find you again on social?
So most of my social media is at Ridley the Poet, or you can just type in Ridley Victoria and pretty much anything, and I'll pop up.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. I think we're going to keep you here to maybe critique a couple of these later tunes, but we will speak to you shortly. Thank you. All right. Next song we have is Floating Golden Master by Pauly Fagan.
This world just keeps on spinning.
Indie Music Live, episode 85. I'm JoeJoeKeys here with Dave, you're not in Cloud9 anymore. Werba, just
The Dragon. Dave the Dragon Werba.
And Ridley Victoria out of Chicago. So if you're in the room with us in the Facebook Live or in the YouTube, say hello in the comments. I see Christina Baldwin has been chatting it up. She says, I think she's talking about Ridley's song. I think she says it reminds me of Diggable Planets. Who she was talking about? Pretty sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then let's see. Juan was talking about the last song. Pauly Fagan says it sounds cool. He likes it. Sharon Leah says she thinks this is nice. Calamari also put in his 2 cents. So one of the things that came to me when I was listening to this tune to refresh on it for the show tonight was towards the end, there was like the trumpet and the beat. The drums behind it remind me vaguely of Spiritualized. Dave, what do you think?
Whoa, caught me off guard there, Joe. Yeah, there's another throwback tune. I mean, I'm thinking mid-70s rock.
That's what I was gonna say. It's very throwbacky.
Yeah, totally. And but you notice, like when you break it down, you deconstruct that. I go to the reverb again. So maybe the listeners, they noticed the reverb in this song to the reverb in the first song we played tonight. This reminds me of like Led Zeppelin type of vocal reverb. Like it's a very close comparison to me, and I just think it's so cool. Like we get so many of these, Joe, that come through, and it's like, honestly, if the guy comes back tomorrow and says, actually, that was a recording from 1974, like we'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like it's that close, you know?
Cool. Ridley, 2 thoughts.
I like it a lot. I think that the referring back to the first song we heard, the quality is, really there, yeah, it's very nostalgic sounding. Like it kind of sounds like something that your parents played for you growing up, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I like it a lot.
Cool. Calamari says, I love this. The breakdown took me to another place. Great work. Fletch Towel, good vibe, nice Fox, needs some clarity. Fletch Towel's in Chicago, by the way. Christina Baldwin, very accessible. It gives a nod to the Doors. And then Juan in Puerto Rico, that's very strong right now. Heard a lot of bands and artists in that creative vibe. Yep. I think he was responding to something you said, Dave.
Yeah, right, great vocals too there. I really like this guy's vocals.
Yeah, good stuff. We could talk about them all night long, but we're not going to because we got more music to play and we got to cram it into the next 15 minutes or so. So again, share this video out, get some people in here, some of your friends maybe who like music, I don't know, or who like pink shirts. And this band's been helping us promote the show. They've been sharing it around, and hopefully somebody from the band's hanging out. This is Shavings 57 with Melancauliflower. Shavings 57, Indie Music Live, episode 85. That song was Melancauliflower or Melancauliflower. I don't know. How would you pronounce that? Anyway, we got some comments about the vocals already in the comments section. So first off, Calamari says this up-tempo vibe is pretty cool. Christina Baldwin says, "Oh, auto-tune, time for you to go far, far away." And Fletch Towel says the vocals are buried, but works over auto-tune. So Ridley, we'll go right to you because I know you use the auto-tune in your tunes, but like I've heard you say before, and this is a good reason to be able to use it, is that you can do the stuff live.
Yeah.
So.
A lot of people, which they are right in a sense, but a lot of people think that auto-tune equals laziness.
Yeah.
And sometimes that is very, very true. But in my case, it's not. And I'm a very equipped vocalist, without.
Well, you and I have had that conversation. The first time we talked on the interview was about using auto-tune.
Yeah.
You just have that exact same conversation. It's almost like it should be more used as an effect than a crutch.
Exactly. Yeah.
So. Cool. So do people get on you for using it? I've seen some posts you've made about it.
Yeah, people definitely get on me. Not like obsessively or anything. They're not like trying to force me to stop using it, but it's more so like, oh, this would sound so much nicer if it didn't have autotune on it. And I'm like, well, that's a style choice, so I don't know what to tell you.
So in relation to this song, what do you think about it? Or what do you think about the song in general? And then we'll go to you, Dave.
This is another song that feels really throwbacky. Like, it sounds like early 2000s, like, I don't even know a band to throw out there, like Green Day, or like not even Green Day, but like
Green Day. Yeah,
I have a few.
Like something in that genre. Like they kind of remind me of, like, they sound like 21 Pilots, but like flashback 21 Pilots. Like,
I was thinking late 90s, but yeah, exactly. We're thinking the same thing. Dave.
Yeah.
Here's the references I heard. Switchfoot. I heard Blink 182.
Yeah.
And I heard Linkin Park. And I think it was kind of like it was almost like a blend of those three. And those aren't like a really similar bands. So at the end, it was kind of unique, how they kind of put this all together. I don't think the auto-tune was a crutch in this song. I think it was kind of mild. And I liked the guy's voice. I think it, like Fletch said, I think it was a touch quiet, but overall, I like the tune. So
cool. You know what I just realized, guys? You
What's
think
that?
I'm good, but I'm not that good. I was in a little bit of a hurry today, and I forgot to put one of the songs into the show that's supposed to be in there. So we're gonna just RatchetJunior. We're gonna skip him tonight. He's supposed to be in the show. Yeah, but these guys haven't got a chance to listen to it, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and move it on. We'll play it next week instead.
Next week, all right.
Yeah, sorry about that, Ratchet. If you're watching the show, I just realized that I did that. So anyway, so yeah, cool. So that was a great song. Good guys, auto-tune, all that stuff. What are we talking about?
No,
so this is fun. Think how far we've come in 2 years from doing like our Blab shows. And we met Rob, the producer, on the show tonight on Blab. Now he has where he's doing these shows where we can do this cool stuff on Facebook Live. And, we were on Periscope for a while, but that didn't work out. But YouTube and all that stuff. I feel like I'm actually part of a real show. Weird, huh? So anyway, and I'm not even drinking. It's beer night tomorrow night, not tonight. So do you guys have anything else you want to say before we move on to the next song about that?
No.
That's it, man.
Okay, cool. So it was going to be probably RatchetJunior, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to do Topnotchblumm. I hope I'm saying that right. With Live Rich. I like this tune. This is pretty cool one on Indie Music Live, episode 85.
Squad issues, feel like I could die with you. Sipping my ties, reminiscing bicycles. A1 since day one. Matter of fact, you're my nigga. Go to court right hand, you know that I lie for you. Street queens making money off a street thing. We set goals, then we reach them. Meeting after meeting. We all business round here. What's the business round here? Drag. Throw it in the bag when we tear them all down. Wish my assistant when you call down. Tint the windows when we hit the boulevard now. Trendset shit, that's all sound. Fuck being broke. I'm trying to live pastors. No slaves, no chains, no masters. They don't love us the same, they outcast us. So we walk like Jesus, walk with no pastors. I won't let them contradict theyself before they fix me. I'ma let them fix theyself. See through the bullshit in the dreams they tell. How could you sell me something you ain't bought yourself? Now could you blame me for being angry? Now you know they can't touch what they can't see. What is it? Can you tell me that? Before they do, I'ma fade to black. Fuck being broke. I'm trying to live rich and I get money out the ass. It's the only way to live, bitch. We gon' buy the bar, we gon' get it how we live. Every night another club, this is how we live. Fuck
I have a confession to make. I'm a liar. We're gonna listen. We're gonna go ahead and listen to that Ratchet Junior after we talk about.
Oh yeah.
For a minute. Got that, Rob? Okay, cool. Okay, Red. All right, so that was Topnotchblumm, Live Rich. When I was a rapper 25 years ago, I kind of sounded like this guy. So I think that's why I like it. No, I'm totally joking. No, I really like the vibe of the song. I don't really know what he's talking about. I didn't really get a chance to listen to the lyrics too much, but I like the vibe and the beat and stuff. And Ridley, what do you think?
David said that
Oh, you're gonna call me out?
I bitched Lil Wayne, and I totally disagree with that. But I can kind of see where you were coming from. But like, I think what you're hearing is just like that new wave sound. Like it just sounds like I don't want to say every rapper out there because that's insulting. I don't mean to insult the person. I like the song, but it fits in with the new wave. It sounds like that like singy, rappy, you know, slight auto-tune, like kind of flowy, wavy, vibey stuff. Like
kind of like Dave's music.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean, you know, here's the funny thing here is that I brought that up in the green room so I wouldn't look like a fool. And I was still called out. Like high pitch Eric, it's high pitch Lil Wayne. No, the reason I said that is just because I hear his style. It's so like loose and free, and I like it. It's not regimented. It's not like always on the beat like a lot of rappers are. They're like always in the pocket. He's just going off, and it works. Like that's his style, and it's a unique style, and he makes it work. So I dug this one. You know,
yeah, it stuck out to me, you know, enough.
Yeah.
To put it on the show, so I enjoyed it too. Last song of the evening, just because we're running out of time, we're trying to fit as much music in as possible because we've been getting tons of submissions. Remember, you can submit for free on Indie Music Live. Go to the Submit Music tab, and if you need promotion right now, you can go ahead and go to our store, indiemusicplus.equid.com. And check it out. We have some awesome services there. Social media promotion in particular is one of my favorites, and reviews on the website too. So if you have a new tune coming out or a new one that just came out, look it up. So Ratchet Junior, I believe is how you say it. This is his song that we were going to skip, but we're going to do because everybody did get a chance to listen to it. Blessed Hands on Indie Music Live.
In my skin, they can find me. No duck, no dodge, and I'm in blessed hands, so I'm guarded. With my guards up, coffee from Starbucks. I got my bars up, blessings from way up. Magical touch on this trip, this is my school bus. God watching over me, so I won't give up. I got my eyes on the prize, that's no lie. I grind every day, and yup, I know why, cause I'm gifted. And God say you're ceiling that high, I'ma break it. Just to see how high I can climb past the stars in the sun. Keep climbing till I reach kingdom come. Spread the word, the love. Reincarnate, rare run. I ain't different, I'm no better than the other men. But I'ma speak my truth till I'm called back to the promised land. To the promised land. Until I'm called back to the promised land. Adam and Eve got the seed. I heard the hissing in the trees. They ain't follow suit. That's why they got the boot. Miss out getting blessed by the hands of God. Miss out getting blessed by the hands of God. Yeah, they mad. He still bless me. Good vibes fresh from his stash. I used to be stuck in limbo. Nigga, I ain't even know. For big years, no movement. That means no growth, no development. But I ain't really know if I could handle it. More life, new experience. I wasn't into it. I was scared of falling down and getting kicked when everybody was around, cause it hurt. I ain't feel it, but I knew it hurt. I feel it now, but I'ma drag them through the dirt. And and I'ma rise like Messiah. Jesus the third, turn the hoes to wives, and I'ma close these Red Seas. Don't preach to me about the words that I speak, or your words won't gone. Permanent sleep. That's a plague from the righteous. The righteous told me to write this. Never stress.
I love when Rob says 3-shot. Anyway,
Yeah.
last song of the night, that was RatchetJunior. I like this guy's vibe. It's old schooly type rap, and you know, he's not trying to put too much into it, but he's saying a lot at the same time. So Dave, you said you wanted to go first.
Yeah, please. Thank you. My favorite thing about this song was his use of silence.
That's
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, like it's okay to just take a pause. I mean, like that's what I'm thinking when I'm listening is like rap. It's not a speed competition, and that's what I kind of hear in a lot of rap. It's like there's absolutely no break. It's like they got to, you know, fit as many words as they can in the perfect time and everything. Like I like the breaks. Like that's the talent that jumps out to me in this is the consciousness of that. Production could have been better. It's a little rough, but to me that shows like maturity in writing. And I'm Ridley, what do you think of that point? I want to hear your thoughts on that.
I agree with you. I feel like the pauses that you're referring to are kind of like reminiscent of Biggie. Like
Sure.
his delivery and his flow and his voice in general is just kind of really reminiscent of Biggie to me. And I feel like I agree about the production too. I felt like it was kind of corny. I didn't think he was corny. I just thought the beat was kind of corny. But I mean, he did a good job of carrying it though. I'm very, very picky when it comes to rap, especially since I've delved into it myself, you know, once upon a time. But I think he embodies what rap is supposed to be, like, you know, storytelling / emotional, just get it all out there kind of feel. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, good vibe, definitely. So, kind of like a guy known as Be Easy. He has that kind of feel. Where has he been?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He was here last week.
He's starting to creep up on social
guy.
again.
I
Yeah.
missed that guy. Anyway, yeah, he kind Ratchet kind of reminded me of a high-pitched Lil Wayne. I don't know. What do you think? All right. So I could sit here all night and make horrible, dry humor jokes, which I love to do. You know that. So, Dave, Musiconomy? Tell me about Musiconomy real quick before we go. You guys set the sail, right?
Yeah, we set our date, which is August 29th. It's been a long summer kind of working on this and getting all the ducks in a row, but we're there now, so a couple weeks away. And yep.
Yeah, so if you know what we're talking about, if you're into cryptocurrency and music, look it up. Look up Musiconomy, and we're going to be working.
Banner on the website in the sidebar.
Our website is powered by Musiconomy, and so Ridley,
Yes.
give us a rundown of where people can find you. We talked in the green room on a song, and you're gonna be coming back a couple times the rest of the year. Hopefully, become a semi-regular guest as much as you can. But where can people find you until then? Then can get in touch with you.
You can find me on everything at Ridley the Poet, RIDLEY, or just type in Ridley Victoria into Google or iTunes or whatever you want, and I will pop up. So.
Awesome. So everybody that's been in the audience the whole night, even in the beginning or in the end, or if you're on the replay, thanks for hanging out with us. Robert Hicks, as always, is with Hixvideo in Ellicott City, Maryland. Thanks, as always, for making me look like a really hot dude, because I'm not.
Not yet.
Not yet. Anyway, yeah.
You're getting there fast.
So, yeah, every Tuesday night, we're here 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Everybody on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you next week. We got Calamari one more time on the outro for tonight. We'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging.